Okay. We're going to get straight into this with a nice big deep breath. Some nice big pulling of a breath. And we're going to relax it out. And again, a nice big deep pulling of a breath. And just letting it fall out of the shoulders, the chest, the back. And the next breath, I want you to feel into that calmness of nature, the calmness of the sun's rays as we breathe the energy of pure nature into the body. And we're going to again relax that through. There's almost this feeling of the ocean air being breathed in there as well. Beautiful salty air. And we're going to breathe again right through into the chest, into the heart. And we're going to relax that through. And we're going to allow the heart connection. Bring in all of your awareness from outside now, right into your body. And as you bring your awareness inside, it's almost like you can start to fade out everything around you. Like yesterday doesn't matter, tomorrow doesn't matter. And it's almost like this room doesn't matter. And as you breathe, you can feel you. This is what matters, the matter of your being, your body, as you breathe into your chest. Breathe into your heart. And as you become more and more connected with your body, you can start to feel that buzz, that connection. And it's like nothing else exists but you. And as you allow yourself to connect into the present moment, that there's nothing else but this breath, that there's nothing else but this heartbeat, and your awareness of yourself, as you allow yourself to really turn inwards into the flame that resides within your chest, that eternal soul flame. And as you focus on the chest, as you bring all of your awareness into the heart, you can almost visualize now this collapsing around you. And as the matrix of our world collapses in all directions, you can start to breathe back where you've left your energy in different places or different people. Breathing it back. And sometimes we care a lot for people or care a lot for situations. And I want you to allow yourself, as you collapse the reality around you, to breathe back all the energy that you have given away, lost, or left unintentionally in different places or different memories or situations. Like we're collapsing this matrix of experience in every direction, and using the breath to magnetize this back into your field, back into your heart. And as you feel that beautiful essence of who you are now start to radiate around you, as you pull yourself into the body and fill up all the space around your body. And you recognize now what is not you. And we're going to start to push out at the same time as we pull in our own essence. We're going to push out the energy that is not us, that is not of our highest good. People, places, even thoughts, emotions. And you can even feel into now, is there any emotions that I'm holding that are not actually even mine? Breathe. Allow them to rest and relax out of the body. If you're feeling that they're still a bit clogged up, we're going to go right through into that emotional body. Take your awareness inside your own emotional field. Breathe in there. You might notice as you connect into your emotional field that there's maybe a little bit of tension in there. Is the tension yours? It could be yours. It could be other people. Breathe and let it go. Start to breathe into every little bit of energy that is an emotional field within that emotional body. And as you breathe into it, allow it to turn into this mist, like a golden steam mist that can just leave your body, leave your aura, as you reclaim yourself right here in the present moment. Letting it all go. And then we're going to breathe right through into the mental body. And again, as you feel into the mental body, what is not yours in there? Whose thoughts are in there? Whose even intentions that they may have put upon you? Sometimes someone else's good intentions can actually weigh you down because it's not in alignment with you. Just feel into what have someone else projected onto me? Is this in my mental body? Has this been infused in me and is actually quite heavy now? And we're going to allow that programming now to start dissolving as we access the flame of our internal star, our heart flame. We're going to allow that to go right through into that mental body. And as we spiral this flame around our mental body, we're going to spiral into the emotional body, back through the first layer, and we're going to connect them all into the heart. And we're going to breathe, and we're going to allow that electricity to go right the way up through us, through our head, through above. We're going to go right up to the higher self star. And we're going to pause for a moment. Feeling into that star of light that is you, that is your higher self star. And allow that visual of however you want to see the higher self. It might look like a sun. It might look like a star with multiple colors or an energy shape. It might pulsate. It might glow. Whatever it feels like. Allow the feeling as well as the visual to come through in however it feels right for you. And we're going to go right up through the higher self, and we're going to allow it to connect through into infinite consciousness, into the pure source frequency. But as we connect and merge our electrical heart essence with the electricity of the source, and we allow our own unique frequency to create a channel, a portal that can open up from the source and pour that liquid light electricity plasma down through into the higher self star. And we're going to pause again at the higher self star. And as we pause here, we're going to feel into the connection throughout the entire cosmos, through the galaxies, through the suns, through the star systems, through our entire universe. And we're going to feel this connection connect into our higher self essence. And you can allow your visual, your feelings, your imagination to take you through that webbings of through the galaxies and the stars, right out from infinity of our universe. Connected right in to your own higher self, as if it's a brain cell within the infinite consciousness of source. And as you connect to the whole through your higher self, relax and allow the higher consciousness of who you are now to allow the frequency that is the right frequency and the correct essence for your physical body at this time, this moment. Allowing that frequency now to pour through as light codes, as messages, as a frequency of energy to shift the physical body. As you allow more and more of your essence to pour down through, opening the crown up to receive your own essence and the essence of pure creation right through into the body, and only that essence. As you allow only that connection to come right through the top of your head. Breathing it in, breathing it through as it anchors through the throat, down through into the heart. And as you pause again within the heart, allowing that eternal connection right above, through you, and through the infinite consciousness of our matrix, our world, our complete surroundings throughout the universe, connecting through you into the 0 point of your heart. Pausing in that. Feeling how you connect to the whole, how you are everything. And then allowing that pure light now to go right the way through your core, traveling through the spine, down through your base, as we allow it to connect all the way down through into your own earth star. And we're going to allow that energy now to pull down through as you collect the energy from above, as you invoke the energy of your higher consciousness through your vessel, through your body, down through to your earth star, creating beneath you like a platform or a sphere of light, a foundation that is based on your frequency, your knowledge, your wisdom. And then we're going to allow this to connect deeper down. And as we connect deeper down, we're not just going to connect into the portal of this earth. We're going to allow this feeling now. We're going to allow our consciousness to go deeper and deeper into relaxation, deeper and deeper into surrender. And as you allow yourself to relax, as we ground through the earth, letting go, relaxing, almost like you're drifting off to that sleep stage, as we allow and welcome that connection into the heaven on earth frequencies. Time when this planet was pure light, where the waters glowed, where the plants were vibrant, where everyone almost had a halo of light around them, glowing with essence. Allow yourself now to allow your consciousness, your frequency, to ground into the heaven on earth frequency. You might have to relax even deeper. There's no fear here. There's almost no force. It flows. It's powerful, yet so delicate at the same time. It's a really light frequency. And the more you allow yourself to let go and surrender out of the present, the more you're going to allow yourself to drop into this higher earth consciousness, this heaven on earth field, where there's no disease, where the waters would wash away and heal you within a millisecond, where the miracles happen in the blink of an eye, where the power of the earth in this frequency is beyond measure of anything we've fully experienced in the physical matter. And allow yourself now to anchor into this and bring this feeling, that anchoring, that grounding into that earth, up through into this body, into the physical matter of who you are. In this day, in this minute, in this second, in this moment that only exists right now. And as you anchor yourself into this, you become a portal to the higher earth, a portal to the heaven on earth frequency. And we allow that frequency to bleed up into our present reality, into our present world, into the collective consciousness. Open it up beneath you. Open it up around you. And with this field around you now of this heaven on earth frequency, connected through to the source. With you, a portal, a 0-point energy field for this connection, a conscious connection, a conscious portal for this light to enter into this current realm, into this current reality of here and now. Allowing your heart to magnetize that through the collective. And as we magnetize this consciousness from beneath us, from above us, pouring it out through our heart, we're going to allow this to go deeper through the collective consciousness of your own ancestors. As we feel into the children, into the essence of the adults and the children. Now there's a hierarchy and that feeling of I'm better than you because I'm older than you, when really the soul has no age. And it's that feeling, that out of balance where children weren't listened to, where they could connect to the source easier, they could connect to the spirit realms easier, but they were seen as imaginative, as bringing forth fake stories that weren't true, and therefore they were squashed and crushed. And we're going to give this beautiful heart energy to those children that could be imprints of yourself through and into the past. I've listened to this story, listen to how I feel, and I've seen this and I've seen that. And all the knowledge that comes through for the children that was crushed and not appreciated and not seen and not heard. And how somehow it became acceptable for adults to bring that into the reality of you should be seen and not heard, you are not valued. And how that word, how that thought form crushes the next generation, who then repeated the pattern of crushing their children until we end up with multiple generations that have been crushed, that their voice, their wisdom was not heard, was not allowed to be expressed. And as we pull up that powerful essence of I am heaven on earth through me into the heart, and I am pure source consciousness through me, I allow this to express into unconditional love and above, as we allow this now to go right the way through all your ancestors, through into yourself as a child, through into your mother, and into your mother as a child, or your father as a child. Let's bring them both in. That little boy that was your father, that little girl that was your mother, did they get heard? Did they be seen for who they are? And I can feel the sadness pouring up. So show them that unconditional love, as if you have those two children right in front of you, and those two children are your parents. Love them. See them for their innocence. See them for how they weren't seen. See them for how they weren't heard. And hear them, see them, and radiate this love through the connection above and below, right through your heart, into their own hearts. And allow that emotional field that they're holding on to, that tension they're holding on to, that sadness, that feeling of feeling unimportant, not recognized. And allow this feeling of I see you, I recognize you, I love you, to pour into both of their hearts, into the mother, into the father, seeing them visually as their little children, a little boy and a little girl, innocent, wanting to play, wanting to share their thoughts with their parents and not being heard. Maybe not even being heard or seen by any adults, teachers that might have been overpowering. Some of our parents went through really strict schooling where there was punishment with the cane or the whip. And if you think of schooling, it should be a place to express your thoughts, your wisdom. That's how we learn, by sharing what we feel and how we can relate to the knowledge that is being brought forward to us. And when that is crushed and we're only allowed to think exactly what we are told, then it stunts the growth of humanity. It stunts the growth of our evolution. Our evolution is to question. We evolve by questioning. This doesn't seem right. I don't understand how this works. Wouldn't there be a better way to do this? This is what children ask all the time because they see past the rigidness of being whipped, of being told this is the way it is and that's how we do it. Or do as I say, not as I do, which is another really bizarre programming that our parents would have heard and would have maybe even said to yourselves too. And we're just going to forgive it all. And as we bring that love into our parents and we feel them start to laugh and we feel that smile of that youthful version come back, we're going to go through into the child versions of the grandparents. And we're going to go into the 4 people. So it's the grandparents, so the mother and father of your own mother and the mother and father of your own father. And we're going to see them again as little children. Maybe they're around 5, or maybe they're up to maybe around the age of 8 years old or 9. However, age between there, it's definitely before the age of 10 though. Maybe even 7. So if you see them there at that age, and we're going to again feel into the 4 of them. There's a lot of tightness in them. There's a lot of sadness. Seeing them as the little children that they were. And we're going to bring that love from our connection to everything, to infinity, to the entire cosmos through our heart. Allowing us to connect again into that high frequency of the heaven on earth. Through your own heart space, and we're going to radiate it into these 4 children that are your grandparents. And we're going to feel into, we see, we hear you. Your words are valuable. There might be a lot of emotion around them. Let them purge it. Let them purge that emotion. You might want to allow that spiraling of light to go through them. Maybe some of them didn't even have a proper upbringing. Maybe they were even lost from their parents. And when I've recently followed my family tree, I have a great grandfather who was just found. No parents to even know that were his. So allow yourself to feel through, what were their situation? Were they completely abandoned? Were they then put into a household that had to feed and clothe them, but were resentful for them being there because it was another mouth to feed? It was another loud noise in the background that they were told to shut up. And as you feel into that energy, we're going to lift them up. I love you. You are loved. You are seen. And I'm so grateful for you. For I am connected to you through my essence, through my DNA. And by feeling that love for myself, I love each and every one of my ancestors right the way back through. a feeling of love, acceptance, and gratitude as we allow them to purge the grief, the sadness of whatever they were holding on to as little children. And we're going to breathe, soften and relax, and allowing that beam of light now to go right through your parents, right the way through, from your heart to the parent's heart, to the grandparent's heart. And we're going to relax, and we're going to allow it to radiate back through the heart spaces of all the ancestors that go back and back and back, generation after generation. And as you're holding space for this now, it's getting quite a lot of energy. And we're seeing them all as children. Every single one of them as children, because that's when the program got inserted. That's when they were distorted. That's when they then started playing out their adult version from the programs, from the way they were programmed from those young age, from like 0 to 7 is the main insert of all these parenting programs in society and teachings and school and religion. And we're going to allow now holding space through your energy field, through the heart space of your own heart space, through your entire ancestor, holding space for all these children. There's a lot of sadness, a lot of children that couldn't express themselves, that felt like they were unworthy, unwanted, told to shut up, told to be quiet. And we're going to let them have their voice. And there's this interesting thing as we allow them to have their voice. It's almost like we're going to allow this choir to sing, like a whole array of children in a choir singing. And if it's a song that comes to mind, allow that song to play. Allow yourself to hear the children through your ancestors singing that song. And it might even just feel like a hum, or it might actually be an actual song. And allow the song to bring in freedom and liberation as I allow my voice to shine. I allow my voice to be heard. And allowing that song to open up the heart spaces of the generations that go back and back and back. Into acknowledgement, into acceptance, as we bring in unconditional love into every little child that is being an ancestor for you. We're going to go right the way back and back and back until it gets into the bright light of pure infinite consciousness through the back of the DNA. And we're going to relax, and we're going to allow that to trickle forward like a dance, like a play. And we're going to allow those children to dance, to move, to fidget, to do whatever the children want to do. Whatever feels like laughter, whatever feels like fun. And we're going to allow that energy to come forward through all the ancestors. Play, dance, sing, create. Speak your creativity, speak your questions. Allow the evolution to evolve through each and every one of us. As we bring that dance, that spiraling laughter forwards and forwards and forwards, until you feel it trickle into your grandparents as those children, seeing them smile, seeing them dance, into your own parents as that little boy and that little girl. And I want you to stay with them until you see them smile, till you see them laugh. Until it's like all their burdens as a little child have been lifted. And they are safe. They are loved. They are heard. And they are seen for the valuable soul, the valuable person that they are. Unique and valuable. And we're going to allow that now to trickle through into yourself. And as it trickles through into yourself, allow it to go through to when you were a little child. And it might be even a memory. Maybe your mom was cooking in the kitchen and you were pulling on her clothes. Mom, 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 look at this. I made this. And she's gone, I'm busy, and pushed you away. And we're going to bring that love into that child version of you. And we're going to see as well through your own mother's eyes. And we're going to forgive. I forgive her for the level of consciousness what she was at. And we're going to do the same for the father as well. Maybe he was busy building something or cleaning something or fixing something. And you were like, Dad, Dad. And he was, go away, I'm busy, or I'm reading the paper, and be quiet. And it will be unintentionally, but it's been this push off where you might have felt insignificant, unvalued, less than. And allow yourself now to fill that little girl up, fill that little boy up with that love, like you're holding that heart space for that little version of yourself. And every knock, every push away, we're just going to bring in that love that you required through the heart space, all the way around that little child version of yourself. I love you. I hear you. You are valuable beyond measure. You are cherished. You are adored. And we're going to allow your little version of yourself to feel into her own heart or his own heart. And we're going to allow you to feel right through into the heart space, allowing that little version of you to feel the heart space. And as they feel the heart space, they feel the connection you have right now to your higher self, to the source, to the infinite universe, down through into the heaven on earth, anchored in through yourself as a little child. And allow them to shed and glow and become almost angelic as they brighten and brighten and glow. And allow yourself to embrace that glowing, bright child version of yourself. And as you hug that version of yourself into this current body, into this current moment, allow them to merge into you, to integrate into you. That we are here to laugh, we are here to play, that we are here to enjoy this world. And allow the children to be that gateway into the laughter, into the creativity, into the wisdom that we might have already forgotten ourselves. Allow them to wake us up. Allow them to remember that we can be youthful, that we can be dancing, that age is only a number, and consciousness determines our true age. And we can be as wise as a 1,000-year-old tree, but still play around with the flowers beneath, where there's no age where play stops. There's no age where creation stops or learning stops. But once you learn, that is the end of this life. Once you finish learning, that's the end of this lifetime. And as we continue to learn and express, we continue to stay youthful. And we're going to allow this beautiful, youthful, playful energy It's that feeling of seeing a flower bloom. It's that feeling of experiencing something or seeing something for the first time. That magic that glistens in the eyes of children when they see things for the first time and they see the magic behind everything. Allow that magic to come back into you when you too remember that when you could look at certain things, you'd be like, wow, look how beautiful it is. Look how magical it is. And the magic is all around us in everything and in every experience and in every person, in every tree, in every flower, in every blade of grass, in every breath. As we breathe in that laughter, that joy into this present moment and anchor it into our hearts. And we're going to allow this now to echo out through our land, through our suburbs, of laughter, of play, of song, of dance. Of youthful experiences, of seeing everything for the first time, every time. Out through our country, out through the waters, out through our planet, until it overlaps and loops right back to you. And allowing that to go wherever it needs to go in this world. As we breathe our essence back into the present now. Allowing your auric field to strengthen with a beautiful sphere of your own light. With this useful, giggly, singing, playful energy all the way around you. And just breathe into that field to strengthen, revitalize and rejuvenate your energy field with your breath, with this laughter. And then balancing your body back into the present now as you breathe that laughter into every cell, into the bones, into the nerves, into the organs, into the blood. Until you feel like your spine ignites with light as you ground this through the foundation of your spine, down through the sacral and the root chakra. And I invite laughter and play into the foundations of who I am. As we give thanks and give gratitude for these beautiful energies that have guided and helped us today through your own essence, your own higher frequency. As we finish with I am blessed, I am sacred, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am sacred, I am blessed. Thank